Hello students, today we will see the water cycle. So what you see in this picture? You can see here sun, clouds are there and rainfall you can see here on the hills. Grass is here and this water which is fall down on the hills, it's move and flow into the sea or river you can see, and here is the layers of soil you can see. Okay, so today we will start. How does it rain? Water on the earth evaporates continuously. Water on the earth, you can see water in the lake, in the river, in sea, in wells, wells. Okay, due to the heat of the sun, why that water present on earth is evaporates? Because of heat. We get heat from the sun. Okay, so because of that heat, that water start to evaporate. Water that has percolated into the soil also evaporates due to the heat and enters the atmosphere. Water that has percolated means that water is seep into the soil. So you can see water in the sea, in the river, in the lakes, but you can see water which is present in the earth also. It means that which is percolated into the soil, no? So that is also. And because of heat of the sun, it start to evaporate and it's convert into the vapor and it enters in atmosphere. As water vapor is lighter, when that water convert into the vapor, it become lighter and it start to rise up high up into the atmosphere. As it goes higher, it's cool. When it go higher in the sky, it start to cools. Cools means it's become cooler. Okay, and condenses, forming very fine droplets of water. Condenses means what? Condenses means that vapor convert into the water by cooling. So that is known as condenses. Okay, forming very fine droplets of water. The droplets are so small and light that they float in the atmosphere, forming clouds. So the droplets are so small. So first of all, what we have seen, so water on the earth evaporates continuously and it becomes light. It's mixed into the atmosphere. It's too much lighter, that's why it start to goes high in the sky, and after goes high in the sky, it cools and condenses very small droplets. That droplets are too small, so weight is also small, so and it is light, so that's why it's float in atmosphere in form of clouds. Okay, these small droplets join together and form big drops, and many small droplets come closer and they make a bigger drops which are heavy. They cannot float, and that they cannot flow. Such drops of water fall down, and when you can see in this picture, when that droplets join together, it's become heavy and they cannot float. So after that, such drops of water fall down on the earth in form of rain. Okay, when that droplets become heavy, they cannot float, so that's why it's fall down on the earth in form of rain. This rainwater flows into rills, streams, rivers, and finally into the sea. Rills means what? A small stream means rains. What is meant by streams? A small river, and rivers a large natural flow of water that goes into the sea. Okay, so rainwater flow into the rills, streams, rivers, and finally into the sea. So where rainwater goes, and where rainwater flows, so answer is rainwater flows into rills, streams, rivers, and finally into the sea. Ice in the snow covered regions also melts due to the heat of the sun and to finally flow into rivers. Okay, ice in the snow covered region, so you can see the polar region, there always you can see snow So it is also melt due to the heat of sun and finally flows into rivers. This process of evaporation means conversion of water into the vapor, so that is known as evaporation. Condensation means conversion of vapor into the liquid or ice. Rainfall go on in a continuous cycle. So rainfall, first of all, is start with evaporation, then condensation, and then rainfall go on in a continuous cycle. This is known as water cycle in nature. So this, what is meant by water cycle, this question will ask in exam. So you can see here evaporation because of sun, heat of sun, evaporation you can see here, then condensation and then rainfall. This whole process is known as water cycle. So next point is the biosphere. There are innumerable kinds of living things on the earth. Innumerable means too many to count. Okay, innumerable kinds of living things on the earth. The various regions of the earth differ in many ways. The various regions of earth differ in many ways. Some regions are always covered with ice while others have a hot climate. So in our region, different types of atmosphere we can see. So in a northern side there is a ice or hot, cold climate we can see. In south we can see hot climate. There are mountains in some places, plains in other places. Some places have a lot of rainfall while others are dry deserts. So you can see too much rainfall in Mizoram, Nagaland, in north area, and you can see the Rajasthan desert region also. There are salty seas, oceans are also freshwater lakes. So different we can see the seas and oceans also and freshwater lakes also. These oceans is shallow near to coast, but away from the coastline the oceans are kilometers too much deep. You know, you have gone on the beach, so near to the coastal area it is not too much deeper, but when we go deep in, when we go away from the coastline, you can see it is too much deep. Okay, many beaches are too much deep and it is very highly secured conditions are used over there. Okay, so now next, we see a great varieties in the living things that inhabit this different region. The polar bear is seen only in a snow-bound polar region. Polar bear we can see into the polar region because their all body is adapted for that region. So first of all we will see what type of climate we can see in the polar region. So polar climate consists of cool summers, very cold winter, which result in treeless tundra, glaciers, or permanent or semi-permanent layers of ice we can see into the polar region. So color of a polar bear is white color. Their skin is thick and a whole body is covered with fur, and because of it this bear will hide from their enemy, and this thick layer of their skin it's protect them to from cool or from the cool area, okay, or cool climate. So zebra are found in Africa. So zebra are found in Africa and kangaroos are found in only in Australia. Why it's happened? Because atmosphere of Australia is favorable for kangaroos. So Australia is semi-desert area, little amount of water, but in that all conditions are favorable for kangaroos. That's why we can see kangaroos in Australia. These animals are not found in any other regions. Elephant and lion are found in region of hot climates. So why elephant and lions are found in hot region? So with their thick hide and the lack of sweat glands, it has long been thought that elephants rely upon their distinctive large ears and bathing in rivers to stay cool. So all that animals are adapt themselves for that conditions. Plants in all these different regions are show great variety. So in different atmosphere, we can say different types of plants. These varieties is characterized of those of different region. Many different kinds of plants, animals, microorganisms are found everywhere on the earth. You can see the variety in animals, in plants and microorganisms. Before it we have seen. So everywhere on the earth we can see, on the land, in water, in air. Okay, living things exist in the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. They also interact with these spheres. This living world constitutes the biosphere. Constitutes means part of it. So all living things or all living world is constituent or the part of the biosphere. So our chapter is get over. Start writing exercise of it. Okay.